Shannon. There we go.
All right.
Does this,
Right.
do we have to move the microphone?
Oh, yeah. Can you grab that, honey? Sorry. Just put it right in the middle of the table there. All right. So I don't know if you guys noticed, I got a new camera. So hopefully this picture looks a little bit better for us as we are doing D&D. But welcome. We're Word of Light, and we're excited to get together and have some fun playing Dungeons and Dragons together. We like to use what we're doing as part of allegory. That's an important thing for us. Allegory toward the Bible, obviously, because the Bible is the Word of God, the most precious and most important thing in all of our lives. And, really, we just want to play a fun game that has some relevance to the Word of God. So that's what we've been doing, and we're hoping that you enjoy the ride with us as we continue our story here in Barasa. Quick little recap that you guys had. You guys have been in Bridgefall for a little bit, trying to help the Crimson Council catch a cradle thief. So you last time found yourselves in a room waiting for him, and ultimately had a pretty massive battle against the cradle thief, ultimately capturing him and calling upon Pink to come to your aid to charm him so that you could gain information from Rex Tonesh. After that, you did meet with the council to explain what's happened, and there's been some confusion about what you guys have done and why you've done it. So they wanted to understand certain things. Ultimately, you negotiated for a lesser reward, but for also the release of Mika's brother, Maverick. They also wanted you to share a little bit more about some of the concerns that you had in regards to the council. But obviously, you guys didn't feel very comfortable with some of the people on the council. I couldn't imagine who you're not comfortable with, but you did have some issues. So the idea was that you would see Alethra and Thea in private after the council meeting was done to express your concerns that you had in regards to certain members on the council. So upon doing that, you haven't done it yet, but upon doing that, that is when you'll receive your reward as well as release papers for Mika's brother, Maverick. At this point in time, you've been asked to leave the council area, and it's pretty still early in the day, around 10 o'clock right now. It took you about an hour and a half to go through that process of sharing with the council and everything. You know that the council won't be let out until much later. So for now, the day is yours.
Okay. So we're just waiting in this back room still.
Well, you're not in the back room anymore. You've been released out of the building. So you're out in the Crimson Council area. You also have clothing that's supposed to be made and given to you in multiple days from now. It's 4 days, so you're not getting yours until Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So like 4 days. You still have to wait for your clothing if you want to get that.
Yeah. I could just go to inn and wait 4 days.
You could go in and wait 4 days. Yep.
That's exciting.
Yep.
Right.
Riveting.
Yeah. What time is it?
10 o'clock in the morning. 10:30.
How much time do we have to wait?
Usually they end around like 5 o'clock in the afternoon.
Oh, so we have a while.
Yeah, you got a little while left to wait. We can speed past that time unless there's something that you guys want to be doing during that time.
My brother.
No, he is still in prison. You don't have release papers for him yet until you talk to Thea and Alethra.
I'm perfectly happy with speeding ahead.
Okay. All right. So, one other thing, just a tidbit, is Professor Mahalalele had asked you to come back and see him once you were done at the Crimson Council. So, if that's something you want to do, you can do that during that time. If not, we'll just pass on the day.
I was gonna say, let's go see him. Sure.
That sounds good.
You don't have anything else to do?
Didn't you want us to see us after we talk to him?
After you talk to the Crimson Council,
Okay.
which you've now done that. They just have another step there where they want you to,
All right.
to show a little bit more.
I think we should see him.
Yeah. Let's go.
Okay, so right there.
So you guys go back to Professor Mahalalele, and you guys enter the school, and you notice a few different things. You notice that the school has been cleaned up a lot from when you last left it, especially the upstairs area, which you can see from even the downstairs. It looks like that they've done a lot of cleaning up some of the holes that were put in by arrows and things like that, and burn marks or whatnot, and cleaned up your ball bearings and such, so that they're no longer a hazard to the children. And you do notice the children are wandering around the school kind of like normal. It feels like a normal school. Everything feels safe. Like it has. You remember, you guys have been in a closet for a lot of this time, so it feels like, wow, this is like nothing's happened in a sense, you know.
So, I guess, do we just go right into the office?
Do you go to his office
Yeah.
then? All right. So you knock on the door, and Professor Mahalalele opens it, and he says, "Oh," he opens the door. "Come on in. Welcome. It's good to see you all here. I'm so glad that you came back so that I could talk with you. Would you step into my office?" And he opens the door up for you. He says, "How did things go at the council? Were they receptive to that which you had to say?"
They didn't toss us in jail.
Good. Excellent. That is a good thing. I am very happy to hear. So hopefully everything will go well, especially with Carrick. Yes.
Hopefully.
Okay. Very good. I asked you all back. I know that you're, for lack of a better term, your mission is completed, which I'm very happy for you guys about. But there was someone who would like to see you. Daewoo Jun is now awake, and he is interested in meeting those of you who have saved his life. Would you be interested in meeting him and talking to him?
Sure.
Yeah.
What I'm about to show you, you must not speak to anyone else, if you will. Is that acceptable to you?
Yeah.
Okay. He goes over to the bookshelf, pulls a book like halfway out, and all of a sudden, you see a hidden passageway reveal right behind the bookshelf. And it opens up into this dark stairwell that just goes down, but at the very bottom you can see light. So there's light coming from the bottom, but the stairwell itself is pretty dark. And he says, Daewoo Jun is down there. I'll have you guys go down. I'll stay up here. If you need anything, just come right back up, okay? Just knock on the bookshelf. I'll have the entrance sealed in case someone else comes into my office. But just knock on the bookshelf, and I will let you right back out, okay?
Okay.
So do you guys go down the stairwell?
Yes.
Okay. So you start going down the stairs, and as you're all in, you hear the bookshelf goes right back into place.
That's a loud bookshelf.
You come down to this area, and it's this beautiful, though very darkly lit room. Although it is lit with some torches and stuff, you do notice all manner of alchemy type stuff out. You can tell that this is like an experiment room where things happen. You see shelves that seem filled with collections of possibly very valuable things. And then you also see to the corner on a cot this bed and this man that is sitting on the bed. And this is the man that you three recognize from the tower. Although when you saw him, he was unconscious, but here he is now sitting up on the bed.
Before I want to stand back. I'm looking around the room. I want to see if there's anything like that I would recognize as valuable that I might be able to take.
Yeah, make a perception check. What would Martok want to take? What was he looking for exactly?
21.
21. What is he looking for exactly?
Something like potions of some sort that could be used for healing? Or...
Yeah, there's multiple potions. To be honest, even though you have a 21, you don't know exactly what these potions are, but there's a great number of potions with different colors and different sizes and different looks to them. You're not sure what they all do. You see a couple that seem maybe familiar, like they look similar to maybe your potions of healing that you've had in the past, but you don't really know if they're the exact same either. So yeah, you see a few things like that.
I'm gonna take one.
Okay, so
I'm gonna take a potion that I think is a potion of healing.
all right, so roll a sleight of hand check. 10. Yeah, really.
You said that around the room you saw that there was valuable things. That's what you said.
So. All right. You see Daeroon Jun look at you right before you go to swipe it, and he says, "Hello. You probably should not be taking things that are not yours."
Well, I was just gonna look at it.
He nods. "Welcome, friends." Do you put it back?
Yeah.
"Welcome, friends. I want to thank you so much. Who of the three of you were the ones that came into my tower and saved my life?"
I was there.
Thank you. Yes, thank
That
you
was
so
that
much.
one. We can't take him anywhere now.
Can you? I hear that you are the Seekers. Is that correct? Is that who you are? Wonderful, sir. Wonderful. All five of you. That
Yes.
is great. It's not what I expected, but that is great. I appreciate your help so much in saving my life. I was poisoned and magically fought against in a great many of ways, and I am still quite weak right now. But I am still grateful for all of you and your help. If it were not for you, I most assuredly would be dead. Terranor Nimric, lovely known as he is, did not realize how desperate and dire the situation was, and I doubt very much he would have gotten out of the tower to get help. So the fact that you found your way in, no one's done that while I've been around. So you guys have done something that was most unexpected. I don't know if you have any questions or would like to know anything, but any service I can be to you, I would love to be that for you.
2 questions.
Yes. What is your name, sir?
Marta,
Marta. Thank you. It's nice to meet you. I'm Daeroon Jun.
we've met, sort of.
So I hear.
What can you tell us, since you have a lot of information? What can you tell us about the awakening?
Oh boy. And it's not. Okay. And you said you had 2 questions, you said?
Yeah. So secondly, what do you have any idea who perhaps poisoned you and did this against you?
Who poisoned me is a bit of a mystery to me, I must say. I know that there was a man named Sebastian who we got our food from, but it is entirely unlikely that he was the mastermind behind what happened there. So I don't know the answer to your second question.
Do you have any idea why somebody would want to hurt you?
I don't. I am the protector of this, of Spen. You have to understand, I'm not around people often. I
I've noticed.
been in my tower. I have not interacted much with people. And when I started, I built a tower in the middle of the woods where no one was. And I lived in my tower. And as time went on, buildings started going up around the tower. people felt safe, and rightly so, because I protected myself and my tower, and that protection went out. All of a sudden, before I knew it, there was a little bit of a town, then almost a little bit of a city, even. They started hiring leaders and calling them governors, and I began to speak to each governor at the beginning of his term to let that governor know that they need not come into the tower or bother me whatsoever. And in exchange, I would protect the town, and I've never been bothered. That's the only interaction that I've had, aside from those who are either my pupils or my good friend Terranor, as well as those who might message me on occasion. Your question about the awakening.
I am tasked with finding more information.
I can give you much on that account.
Give a book or something.
I do not have a book. Not one with me, anyway. Where to start? Since you asked about the awakening specifically, I will say this. Very early on, at the dawn of humankind, when we all started, there was trouble. That trouble led to a great war. That great war led to much desire to control, to fight, to wage war. And in the midst of this, there was people who were able to set up things where people just stopped asking questions. How it happened, when it happened, who did it, I don't know that I know that, but I know that it was something that I truly watched from my tower as the world had gone mad and forgotten themselves, forgotten everything about the importance of life, even who they were, where they came from. And it was a world I wished not to be a part of. So I withdrew myself.
So
It was I, in answer to your question about the awakening, it was I who opened the minds of Alvaro, and I also gave him the ability and the know-how to awaken the governor and Bellimon. And it was through that they ultimately led together a task force that discovered the source of these mind-altering orbs that had been placed throughout the land. And I was the one who initially brought that into view, which ultimately led to the Great Awakening, which is what you're asking for, yes.
yeah. So you don't know anything about who placed these orbs or where they come from?
Not who placed them, although there's a great many people that that may have been interested in doing this, but honestly, I don't know.
One last question.
I doubt it's one person. My guess is many, many people.
Where you've been at since the beginning, you said?
I was one of the first created beings.
By whom?
By Elion.
Can you tell me more about?
He's the creator. He's the one who's made everything. It was through his wondrous and awesome power that all this in Barisal has come to be. In fact, the only reason that you are here yourselves is because Elon created you. And if it were not for Elon, you would not exist.
What was his
I would not
purpose?
exist. I'm sorry?
What was his purpose?
I don't know his purpose. I just know that he is the creator and he is a wonderful being.
Where can we find him?
Well, unfortunately, the only place that you can find him is in the Force of Illusion. Since the end of Bliss, I have only gone there once. And I was told by... You see tears start to form in his eyes. And I was told by him that I would not be able to see his face again. But how much I miss him.
Can you talk to him?
I cannot. I speak to him often. He hears me and I know he hears me. But I cannot hear him. He did tell me the last time I saw him in the Forest of Illusion that I was to look out for a group of 5 individuals that called themselves the Seekers. I can only assume that meant you. I will say, however, yes, a giant was mentioned, and yes, 2 half-elves were mentioned, and an elf was mentioned, but not a second elf. Only a gnome. I do not know what that means exactly to you all.
How long has it been since you've seen him?
Close to 300 years.
How old are you?
Almost 700. Over 700. Almost 800.
You look good for your age.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, but
I have felt better, I will tell you that. I'm still recovering and feeling much more weaker than I normally would feel.
If we wanted
It used to be that I saw him all the time, though, before the end of Bliss.
If we wanted to go to the Forest of Illusion,
Yes.
how would we do that?
Well, you need to know the secrets of the Force of Illusion. To each group that enters, the forest changes its illusion. So what you experience will be different than what others experience. But what I can offer you is the 4 riddles of the Force of Illusion, if that is where you desire to go. I have given these to my gnomes. Each one has only one. I knew that some of them would be power hungry. I did not want any of them to have all the information, but each of the 4 have that information. So if you would want to go to the Force of Illusion, one of the ways you could do it is by talking to each one of them.
Could you tell us?
Yes, I could. Especially because you are the Seekers, and you are who I've been waiting for. I have really, honestly, given up hope. 300 years waiting for you has been quite challenging, and I had lost hope. I had almost forgotten. It was not until I was awoken by a professor that he told me of you guys and how you were named the Seekers, and everything hit me. Maybe I'm misremembering the gnome part, I don't know. But that was what I remember being told.
Well, I'm interested in what you have said
Yes.
about the people that are supposed to make up the Seekers.
Oh, yes. I wasn't given much information except that there would be 2 half-elves, an elf, a giant, and a gnome. That was with you. So to see the group that you currently have is unique and interesting, but I have no answers for that exactly.
Perhaps one of us is not supposed to be here.
That is possible. I don't know.
Could you give us the riddles?
You desire to go.
You desire to go. It has all been prophesied. I will do so once I look it up in my little journal. Where did it go? Okay. See, I'm not even in the right place, I can tell. Oh, that's where it is. Okay, I know where it is. All right. This is the thing. When you're making notes, you have to figure out how to organize it.
Yeah.
All right, here it is. These are in no particular order, may I mention, but these are the riddles as they are.
She's the record keeper.
Who is? Oh, yes. Very good. Very good. You can tell. You've been touched by the giver's light, have you not? I think so. I can tell.
She has much wisdom.
The giver is. Do you know which giver has given you these gifts?
I don't know. I have been researching them.
Oh, you do not know his name?
Let me look back at my notes.
You don't.
Giver.
No, I don't.
You don't
Okay,
know
then.
anything. No.
And
You don't. How fascinating.
what is a giver?
A giver. Oh. You okay. let him give you the because I'm in this place in my notes. Let him give you the riddles and then he'll go to that. And tell you about givers, right? All right, so he says this. The first riddle is this. You will need a fire to light the way. Only the brightest can be your ray. This is one that I do think there is an answer for. There is a man in Silverton who is experimenting with strange fire. He's blind, but with this specific light that he's found, he actually can see. So if that's something that you are interested in, he's where I would suggest to look for this.
Only the brightest can what?
Be your ray.
Can be your-
Can be your ray. Now, obviously, if you guys remember, that's one you already have.
Yeah.
Okay. The next one is this. At the sound of music, the fool goes astray. Make sure your feet go the other way. At the sound of music, the fool goes astray. Make sure your feet go the other way.
I like music.
Fair enough.
I've been to
I've been
Riddle
to-
Creek.
Oh, I hear they're very melodious. Anyway.
It's lovely.
Blaze was little.
The third. Defeat the night, but do not rest. Keep up your flight until the crest. Defeat the night, but do not rest. Keep up your flight until the crest. And finally, the fourth. For an invitation, you must wait. Practice patience at the gate.
She made me hear
No.
For an invitation, you must wait. Practice patience at the gate.
tonight.
You gave us a clue as to who we can talk to for the one riddle. Do you have any other information?
Do you need any of them repeat? I can repeat it.
I do, but.
Which one?
The
First, second,
end of
third.
the second and then the rest.
End of the second is, at the sound of music, the fool goes astray. Make sure your feet go the other way. That's the end of the second.
And then I need third and fourth.
Third and
Defeat the
fourth.
night as in Night.
No,
K.
Yes, the night. Yep. So defeat the night, but do not rest. Keep up your flight until the crest.
Okay.
And then the fourth is for an invitation, you must wait. Practice patience at the gate. Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So, are you aware of the beginning of the creation of our world, or anything in those terms?
I've been in the dark about it.
Such is the case with many in regards to the Great Awakening, or before the Great Awakening, I should say. Elon first created transcendent beings. He poured power into them and giving them each unique powers that are focused as gifts. This is known as the cosmic gift. Young lady, what is your name? You have been touched by these givers, who have been endowed with power from the cosmic gift. Elon created the world just as it is, and all that is in it. Creation transpired. As creation transpired, some of the transcendent beings became jealous. They began to plot on how to foil this new creation. And as Elon created the different races, the 4 races, he assigned some of the transcendent beings to be givers to these mortals. However, many givers and transcendent beings rebelled and attempted to corrupt the brand new world that Elon had created. One known the most as Dagon. Dagon attempted to overthrow his maker, and this became known as the Eternal Divide.
Where's Dagon?
I do not know, but
Is he still active?
he is in this world, where I cannot say. It is said that many of the givers that fell have become dragons.
Perhaps Dagon's the one that is behind your poisoning.
That I do not know. It is quite possible, Martok. Elon created 4 races, as maybe you know, maybe, possibly not. He gave them unique living spaces, a unique place where they could be united and share fellowship and union together. And this space was excuse me. It was beautiful. It was my home. It was our own little utopia. It was a beautiful garden of bliss. The givers, directed by Elon, would give small pieces of essence so that the races could enjoy the wonders and the powers of divine magic. But there was one rule that we were given. Never use magic against any person or race. It was to be used for enjoyment in the community, not for self-promotion. That was the one rule. However, Dagon deceived a man. He deceived one of the dwarves and one of the halflings, Enosh and Shava. He deceived them, and they began to use magic in a wrong way.
It doesn't sound very nice.
He was not. The dwarves and the halflings began using magic for their own personal gain, and by seeing this, the elves and the humans also, therefore, began to use magic in a similar way. The more they misused divine magic, the more that it turned against them, and mysterious illusions started bringing fear and terror to the people that caused us to flee our utopia, which is now buried somewhere deep in the forest of illusion. The elves, they blame the halflings. The dwarves, because ultimately they got us kicked out. The elves blamed the humans, the dwarves also blamed the humans and the elves for they were deceived. They were not deceived by Dagon. They just did it anyway, even though they were not deceived. The halflings blamed themselves, and ultimately they fled and made a home for themselves at Cripple Creek. The humans blamed the elves and had to go to war against the dwarves. And as they left the forest of illusion, the power of magic was diminished. And yet, magic was not all lost, as you can see. The conflict did not end, however, there, because that only led to the Great Conflict, which is where the wars of our history began, and those I have not been interested in keeping up with. But Seekers, please know this. If you don't yet, this is your history. This is the beginning of creation. What I share with you, I have not shared with anyone. I've shared it with you because of a promise that Elon made to me 300 years ago whilst visiting him for the last time in the Forest of Illusion. But now you know, and I have told you. What you do with that is beyond me.
What do you know of Ki?
It is a magical form that does have some essence of magic, although a lot of it is more physical and more dealing with how to use your body in a way that's powerful. But there is magic involved in that. That is part of the givers and what the givers have given, though maybe to a lesser degree. Not the most powerful magic. Powerful if your body is trained for it, though. Of course.
Where would we find a giver?
I'm surprised that you have not found one yet. For you to have the kind of power you have is only because you have been blessed by a giver. But maybe he has not made himself known to you yet for some reason.
No, I haven't grown in this realization of myself.
Maybe now that you know, maybe now, you'll be able to listen to the voice of your giver. You also have magic, I see. Though, very differently from a giver. Yours comes through music, does it not?
Yes.
The givers, through the cosmic gift, endowed divine magic onto music and its purpose. You have found a way to hone that and use that. Very good. Excellent.
You said that
Yes.
we're the first people to hear.
I've never shared this with anyone else. There are others, original created beings that I'm sure have shared, but I have never shared. I honestly have been too broken, if you will, to bring this up. Even with my dear friend, Terranor Nurik, I have not even shared. Not even with the gnomes that I've trained. I knew I would have to share if Elon was right. I knew I would have to one day share this with the Seekers. I think in my stubbornness, I decided that I would not share until I met the Seekers. And now I have. I probably should not have been silent all these years.
Thank you for trusting us.
You are sent by Elon. I have nothing but trust for you.
Is there anything you can do to help us in our quest?
To go to the Force of Illusion?
Yes, like, is there anything you can help us to equip us better?
I don't have much myself, unfortunately, but I will encourage you in this. The Force of Illusion is deadly. You should know this, if you will. If you die in the Force of Illusion will release a dragon into the world. Anyone who dies in the Force of Illusion, a dragon is released. Every 100 years, the Force releases a dragon. So please know that if you go into the Force of Illusion, A, it's very dangerous. But B, if you die, a dragon will be awoken and released into the world.
I saw a dragon.
Did you?
Yeah,
What color was he?
it was white.
It was blue.
Oh, whoops.
Make an intelligence check. I'll tell you what it is. Yeah.
What? I mean, I understand that they're very fierce.
They are. I do suspect, as I mentioned, that they are, some of them, all of them, I do not know, but they are original givers that have deserted Elon, which is why they have been cursed with the body that they now have.
Why doesn't Elon talk to you?
It is because of our transgression. We used to talk to him all the time in the Garden of Bliss. And then once we used that magic for ourselves, everything changed. How I wish we could go back and do it over.
Do you know?
It takes, he openly weeps at this
Yeah.
point in time, and you need to give him a minute to like catch himself a little bit. And he's back to listening now.
Do you know of somebody that might have more information on Dagon
On Dagon.
or somewhere that we could go to get more information?
I
You
do
ever
not.
seen him?
I don't I have seen him in the Forest of Illusion. I'm sorry, not in the Forest of Illusion. Once in the Garden of Bliss.
What did he look like?
He looked like a dragon, but we were not scared of dragons at the time.
Okay.
We were there. We saw him deceive Enosh and Shama. We were there.
Is he still in the Force Illusion as far as you know?
I do not know. I have not seen him. I believe he's out in the world somewhere, but I don't have proof of that.
What will you do now?
I will go back to Sven, be in my tower. Honestly, I must confess, you guys have given me a second chance of life. I feel ashamed that I have not spoken of this with anyone, waiting so long for you all. And as I now see you and I see the promises of Elon fulfilled, it makes me realize that I should have been speaking for a long time. I anticipate that I will go back and open up my tower to talk to the people of Sven, to let them know what is going on, where we've come from, especially now that the Great Awakening has happened. Yes, I had a hand in the Great Awakening, but I could have done so much more. I must confess, I am filled with regret.
What is the first step we need to take to get to the Force of Illusion? Just figuring riddles out?
I don't know that. The one thing I do know is that if you want to go into the Force of Illusion, there is but one entrance. That one entrance is the only way to get in to the Force of Illusion. Everything else is too steep to climb. You will never be able to make it. But if you must know, the entrance to the Force of Illusion is in the southwest. So, yeah, right about there.
In the corner, yeah.
Mm-hmm. But that is the beginning steps.
Why is Elon in the Forest of Illusion?
I don't know. It's the only place that anyone can see him. I don't know that he's only in the Force of Illusion, but it's the only place that you can see him. That I'm aware of, anyway.
What if we need to get in contact with you again? Since it's so far away.
Do you have the ability to send messages? I know Purple does. Maybe he can teach you if you haven't learned that yet. He's great at sending messages. He always has so much to say.
Don't leave me alone.
Oh. Well, okay. Never mind on that then. But do any of you possess the ability to sending? Oh, well. Maybe one day. If not, I should be in Sven, as far as I'm aware.
Alright, I don't have anything else.
The man working with fire, where did you say he was?
He is in Silverton.
Okay. Do you have any mice here to keep you company?
There are mice everywhere.
Yes, I think so nice.
Sometimes. Some of them eat my things, which I do not love very much, but
Oh, you should just talk to him and explain it.
I've not learned to talk to them, unfortunately.
You should.
More of the druids are good at that than I am. Well,
Pleasure.
if there's anything else you need, I will be leaving here shortly once I'm able to walk a little bit more. Professor Mahalaleli has talked about escorting me back to the tower. So we'll be on our way soon.
Besides dragons, is there anything else we should be wary of?
Oh, the Force of Illusion is illusion. Please know that. The things that you see there are frightening, awful, scary. Please know that this is not for the faint of heart.
Is Elon scary?
Elon is not scary. He is where the Garden of Bliss was. The Garden of Bliss is still there.
We just can't see it.
You'll see it when you get to the right place.
How do we get in?
I mentioned the entrance.
No, I'm saying to the Garden of the West Visa. That's the entrance to the forest division.
That I cannot say. Look to your riddles.
Well, thank you for everything.
Thank you. Thank you for saving my life.
Thank you.
It is a pleasure to meet all of you.
And then I just,
So you guys could leave.
yeah, I'm knock on the bookshop.
Opens up for you guys. You come out. Professor Mahalala says, "Thank you so much. It was great meeting all of you. If you have any questions, I will be away escorting Dear and June back to Spen. But if there's any need of anything, feel free to let me know what that is."
Will do.
He
I'm gonna
opens
go
his
grab some lunch in the cafeteria.
office door. All right, yeah. So it's about lunchtime now, and you go to the cafeteria. You grab some lunch. They know you well enough. They don't even charge you for anything. They just plop the food right on your plate, and you guys are able to have a decent lunch, good sized lunch. All right, now do you guys want to fast forward a little bit? You guys are kind of waiting around, chilling out, and everything. As it gets toward 5 o'clock, I'm assuming you're waiting out of the council area. You notice a lot of the council members leaving, some of them leaving quickly. You see Olma and Glar leaving. You see Lilas leaving quickly. Ivor and Bor. You see them leaving. You see Sergor leave and Zora. And then finally, you do see Alethra and Thea together coming out, and they see you, and they start heading toward you. Anything you're doing before you meet up with them? As they're moving toward you? Okay, so they approach you, they come up. Hello, it's great to see you guys. Is there a place that we could go more privately to talk?
No. Do you have a place that's more private to talk? Because we don't live here.
Oh, fair point.
You know, some closets.
Closets, okay. Let's
I don't think we'd all fit in the closet.
Let's come back into the council area then, and she leads you back into that room where you've waited multiple times, and that's where they kind of set up where they can kind of talk to you. And you look around. Everyone make a perception check as you guys kind of walk in and everything. Perception. 13.
13 too, yeah.
13.
10.
10.
25.
25. Look at that.
Plus 10.
10. So for the most part, what everyone seems to notice is that it's quiet. Not a lot of people out here in the room. Obviously, you don't really hear people in the other room. Petra, you do, however, hear some voices that are in the main room, in the main council room, and specifically you hear Raredon and Carrick speaking. You can, with a 25, you can even distinguish their voices, but they're talking in hushed tones deep into the other room, not in an area where you think they're going to hear you at all or anything like that. Alethra says, so what do you have to share with us? Both Thea and I are very interested in what concerns you might have. What is there that you wanted to share that you felt you could not?
The council, members of the council are
Not what they seem to be.
You indicated such. Who might you be referring to specifically?
Olma and Glar.
Yes.
Yeah, Olma and Glar. Corruption.
You believe Olma and Glar to be corrupt?
Yes, I think that they are working with the council in Ashdown.
Of Ashdown?
Yes.
That's a strong accusation.
Chrysis.
The Chris's counsel,
Yeah.
who you mentioned in the council. Okay. What proof would you have of this exactly, if I may ask you all?
They,
Are you the spokesperson? You seem to be the one who often speaks.
no,
No. Okay.
He just likes to talk a lot.
Oh, okay. Just wondering. No offense. Just curious.
I'll be silent.
I'm so sorry. I did not mean to be offensive in any way. I just was curious. You're usually the one doing the talking. I didn't know if you were considered the leader or the spokesperson because you are the one who
I'm
wanted.
no leader.
We just let him talk.
Apologies. You let him talk. Okay, great. Continue. I'm sorry to interrupt you more time.
There's something. Have you ever heard the name Kentaclaw?
I have. Thea is not. Thea says no. I have not. But I have. He is a very powerful figure in Ashdown, as far as I know. An elven figure of all things in Ashdown, but he's quite powerful and has a lot of sway in that area.
Yeah. Olma threatened my life.
She threatened
In
his
so
life.
many words, yes. Well, it's hard for me to be honest,
Please be honest.
but I'm being hunted.
You're being hunted.
Yes,
Oh,
Okay.
by my father.
Your father.
Yeah.
Okay.
Whose name I've already mentioned.
Kentaclaw?
Yes.
Your father is Kentaclaw?
Yes.
Are you the lost son?
You guess.
Wow. Interesting.
so wait, your father wants to kill you?
Yes. He's already tried.
This explains.
And
Wow, I never saw that coming.
well, you see, I learned of his methods, the things that he's done when I was younger, and I tried to confront him, and he nearly took my life until somebody intervened and saved my life.
Mm.
And since then, I've been on the run. But Olma has made it clear that she knows him, and I get the idea that they're associates of some sort.
They're working together.
Yeah.
Thea speaks up now. This is honestly what we feared. We've been eyeing those two for quite some time, and we have been very concerned about things that we have noticed with them. What you have said not only confirms our fears, but heightens them to a greater extent. We have decided to leave them on the council to see what the moves would be and what they would do. But if what you suggest is true, they are not to be trusted on this council. They ought not to be on this council at all if they are taking orders from Ashdown. There are things happening in Ashdown that are very troubling, and if we have someone in our council that is associated with this, this is a great problem, a problem that we cannot allow to go undealt with.
That's I'm glad to hear that we're on the same page. I'm aware that we discovered that my father is responsible for the kidnappings that have been happening. And I believe that Olma has some part in that. And that's when she responded that not everybody seems to care about the well-being of children.
This goes deeper than I thought.
That's why we couldn't divulge this information in public.
Right. Yeah. We are going to go to Olma and Glar. We're going to have them arrested immediately. Bring our guard. Would you like to come and see this through, or is that something that you would like us to handle? We love your company if you're willing, but
That is up to you, Martok. We will be there if you want.
Well, I don't know how much hard evidence we have on her at the moment.
Oh,
honestly, what you have said to me is enough evidence from what we have already known and seen, and then to have you share what you've shared, to know that you're the son of Kentaclaw, and to know that she is working with him in Ashdown is enough for an arrest. It may not be enough for punishment or crime, but it certainly is enough for her arrest and interrogation. Yes.
When you talk to her, take Pink with you.
Yes, Pink is very good at persuading people to talk.
Yeah.
As I know that you found out using him on the Cradle Thief. Yes.
If you go with them to arrest her, we could send a message back to your dad.
Yes, well, you see, I've been on the run for some time, trying to figure out how to deal with this problem myself. And
That is such a burden on you.
it has been,
I must have felt very alone.
yes, that's why I have this group. That hopefully they can help.
Community is so important in the time of trial, struggle. Although, if you don't mind me saying this, your friends did seem slightly surprised at some of the information that you just gave. But nonetheless, are you interested in coming with us to deal with this?
Yes.
This,
I would
I
like
don't
to
want them
witness
to
this.
escape.
this changes nothing. We have your back.
So you're all gonna go?
Yeah.
All right. So
who's the party? That's the. You said they're going to
who? Sorry.
the two other members.
Yeah, Thea, Elethra or they're both going, and the first thing that they do is they bring you guys and they go to the guard, and they also get 5 guards along with them, and they all are coming. So it's your group, the Elethra, Thea, and then 5 guards, and they go to the house that you guys have been outside of before. And there's specifically 3 guards that go up to the door. They knock on the door. There's no answer. They knock again. There's no answer. At this point in time, they bust the door and the hinges, and the door comes flying off. And all you can see is this dark area. Nothing's lit. Everything is dark inside. But 3 of the guards go in. 2 of the guards stay out with Elethra and Thea. 3 of the guards go in, and all of a sudden you're just clashing of things going on, and almost that sound of a and then silence. Elethra turns and says, "That is troubling. Excuse me, I guess I will go in with the rest of the guards." So she goes in, and after some time, she calls out and says, "It's okay, you can come in, it's clear. If you want, there is a mess in here." You guys go in?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so you all go in. The first thing that you notice, first of all, everyone make perception checks. We'll start with there. Everyone make perception checks.
Ooh, 15.
15, that'll work.
10.
10, oh, not bad.
Nice.
9,
19.
19.
20.
20. All right, so 9. So you got a 9. Anyone who got under a 10, I think that's just you, right? You all notice, including the 9, that 3 of the guards that you had just seen go into the house are lying dead. They seem to have triggered some sort of trap that caused them to ultimately be sliced and torn up. You also notice that whatever was triggered seems to have been triggered and no longer in use anymore. For those of you who rolled above a 10, you look around the room and you notice that everything is nice. It's a nice home, nice furniture, nice, nice decorations and stuff, but everything has a sense of disuse, unuse. Dust is kind of everywhere, though not a great amount, but yet there's, if you were to see dust and you would see someone use it, you would see some sort of marking or something like that. It's not like there's a ton of dust, but the dust that is there, it's uniform. There's no fingerprints in the dust. There's nothing to disrupt it. It's almost like no one's been in this room at all, almost, except you do notice with your 20, you do notice some footprints that are going through the house, and you notice the footprints going to a specific wall, and then they just seem to stop.
Okay, I see footprints here. Do you want to follow them?
Footprints. Going
I
where?
guess she leads them to.
Okay.
Seems to stop at the wall here.
Well,
Just into a wall?
walls move.
Yeah. Want to check behind
What's-
it?
You just learned that, didn't you?
What's against the wall? Is there anything that could trigger the wall?
Can I investigate the room around me to look for like any? I want to look for two things. I want to look for clues, like information,
Mhm.
and then I want to look for more traps.
Okay, so roll an investigation check. You're investigating traps and information.
13.
13. You don't get much information, but you're pretty confident you don't see any more traps.
So the footprints lead to the wall.
Is there something that we can touch? Maybe the wall will move?
Yeah, can I investigate the wall?
Sure. Roll an investigation check.
There we go. Get 11.
11. Strange. You can't really tell, but the wall just looks strange. It's not something's off about it. That's all you can tell.
Blaze, can you punch the wall?
Like a ball.
Try to ram it. If you run into it with your whole body, you're so large you might be able to knock it out of place or something.
You want me to run into it?
Has anyone tried just going up to it and touching it?
No one's done it yet.
Can I go up?
Hold up. Are you punching it first?
Well, you want to try to just touch the wall first and see if it works? I mean,
Yeah,
I don't mind
because it's
punching it.
invisible.
All right. So you go up to it.
I'm gonna touch, yeah.
Your hand goes right through the wall.
Yeah, that's
So he would have went through.
Run right through and just disappear. Oh, that would have been great. Shouldn't have done that. Where'd Blaze go?
I was trying to give you an opportunity to do that if that's what you wanted to do.
Oh,
So that's why
that would be
I
cool.
went back. Yeah. All right. So you can, your hand goes right through, and it's like there's nothing there, but the illusion is still there.
You guys wanna, should we go in?
Just peek our head in.
Is Aletha coming?
Yeah, they're all right there with you right now. In fact, I'll bring out some minis for you guys so that you can have visuals.
Nice.
Elise,
There are
what
two
do you
cards
make
still
of
alive.
this?
So this is this one is Thea. This is Elethra. And they have with them, I should mention this. They have two guards. One of the guards that's left, three of them are dead. There were two humans, one elf. This is a human. And then one of the things they haven't mentioned, but there's a tiefling here as well.
What do you guys make of this?
This is very strange. It looks like that wall doesn't even exist. Your hand just went right through it.
Mm-hmm.
It must be some sort of like what? A false wall, maybe? Are you familiar with these kinds of illusions?
Mm-hmm.
Not necessarily.
This is strong magic, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Oma must not be who she said she was.
Well, we already knew that.
Okay.
Can you get more guards?
Unfortunately, no. The guards are either on duty or dealing with things. We do have two guards. They're capable, though. I hope we don't run into another trap.
Yeah, you don't want to end up like those guys.
Not at all.
Should we just go?
Should we send the guards through first, or?
They just like
Order one of the guards to stick his head through and look in.
Is that something they would do? They're like stormtroopers that.
They like those shirts from Star Trek.
Yeah, they're like expendable stormtroopers.
Why-
Ask him
why
to
don't
stick
we
his head through and
go- Why
look.
don't we real quick just go grab like 50 townspeople to help us fight?
I don't think that. No.
For secret we can
It
handle.
is what I want you to sit there and roll
Guys.
better.
I feel responsible for these guards' lives that died because this is information that you're going on.
This is certainly enough to put them in jail anyway. I mean, the fact that they have this kind of traffic to kill someone is completely unacceptable.
Maybe we could tie something to the roof and throw that object through.
True, and then pull it back and see what
See if it
comes of it.
makes any traps go off.
Small.
Guys,
Go for it.
Okay.
It was a roof.
Or it's just gonna tell everyone who's down on the other side of that we're coming in.
guys, I will go in first.
We already stuck our hand through.
You go through.
So I'm gonna start. going through.
You just watch
I'm
Martok go through, and he's gone. It's just a wall all of a sudden.
I'm gonna draw my
Martok, as you go through, once again, you find yourself in a stairwell going down. Only this time, you don't really see a ton of light at the bottom.
Can they hear me if I was
Who?
to speak the rest of the group?
Do you try to speak?
Yeah, just like, hello?
You all hear Martok, like, he's just right there, you know? Just
Guys, there's stairs. It's really dark.
Who was that?
I'm gonna light a.
No, that one has like,
Well, I have a. I think I have a torch. Yes, I have a torch. So I'm gonna light. I'm gonna light a torch.
Okay.
I'm taking out of my backpack and lighting a torch.
Okay.
And does that show anything or?
Yeah, I mean, you're in the middle of the stairwell.
Yeah.
You still can't see at the end of the stairwell, but it lights up the stairwell that you're in for sure.
I'm gonna go down the stairwell.
Okay.
A couple steps.
You come to the point where you can kind of see, and you see a big, decent-sized room. The room is filled with strange things, almost like an altar of some sort, almost like there's like these things of worship, but you're not really sure what they are. You've never seen anything like this before. You get a sense of darkness, and it does scare you a little bit just looking at this. It's creepy, you know. You also notice that there are multiple passageways from this room. There's one, if you're in the stairwell, there's one right in front of you, but there's also two to the sides as well. And you get the idea that there's much more to this than you see right now.
You're kind of following behind him?
Are you
Yeah.
following behind?
Yeah. I'm
Okay,
gonna follow
so you're all
behind.
going to go
Should I
through?
light my
Yeah,
own
I'm gonna
torch?
go
Because
through.
I have a torch too.
If you want to, yeah. You
Okay,
can.
I'll light one of my
Can I-
torches. and I'll be behind.
Maybe.
No, sorry. Alethra has a torch as well that she has out, and one of the guards do as well.
So I'm right behind you. Are you still only a
should
couple?
we line ourselves up here? Or, keep track of what
Sure.
order we're in?
Mhm.
Because it sounds like it's a small hallway.
Can I roll a?
I was gonna say there's not much to roll right now, unless you're gonna go in and start investigating.
Yeah, I wanted to go towards the altar.
Go ahead. Roll an investigation check then.
Is the altar? Do I get a sense that it's like magic of some sort?
You probably wouldn't be able to tell without like a detect magic or something like that.
The speakers, the room, and the mouth.
5.
Yeah, you have no idea. This is all beyond anything you're familiar with.
Guys, do you see this altar here?
It's creepy.
Yeah, it feels very evil.
Does anybody have any information, Alethra, or?
Maybe we should.
This is beyond anything I've ever seen. I have no idea.
Should I roll a check too?
What are you trying to check?
Would I know what it's an altar to?
Even with the roll, this is beyond any of you. You've never seen anything like this. You never heard anything like this. This is all strange. That it is.
I forget the no, that's in the pink, right?
That's in the
Yes.
yep. Yep.
Guys, do you think Pink would know anything more about what's down here?
You might.
You might, but we should probably try and catch our fugitives before they leave town.
So there's another hallway you said.
There's 3.
There's 3. Yep.
So wait, there's the altar, and then are they all kind of going? Like, how's it?
Sorry, I'm just doing it real quick here,
One was straight.
so that I don't have to worry
They're
about
both
this.
side by side. Well, I will say one thing. I don't think it's time for us to be splitting up. So I think if we investigate, we should stick together. I really think that would be important. I don't think it's good to split up.
Can we all?
So just to be clear, there's a pathway to your right, pathway to your left, one in front of you, stairs behind you.
I think we should investigate them together. I really think
Is there anything else obvious in this room besides the altar?
Not really.
Pretty empty.
Yep.
Okay. So
I'm
investigating.
trying to do this so you guys can't see this exactly.
So investigating the room.
Don't look.
Wouldn't really do.
No windows. It's subterranean. You're under the ground. You're pretty sure.
Alright.
Are there any mice here?
You can make a perception check.
See if you can send mice down and down the hallway.
Yeah.
And have them come back.
Mice look for us.
Send the mice down. There you go.
16. Yeah, you see a couple mice.
See if you can send them down.
Talk to the mice.
That's great.
Ask them if they've seen anything strange
Yeah.
recently.
Oh, this is right up to the house.
Okay, so I'm gonna pull on the ring so it doesn't.
Mm-hmm.
You gave it away.
Why did I do that? Why? So what are you casting?
No, I'm just gonna use the ring.
Right, but you still have to cast a spell through the ring. You have 3 spells to choose from.
Yeah.
You cast fear, they all run away from you.
Speak with animals.
Speak with animals, okay?
Come here, mice.
Who is that? Who's talking to me?
I am.
Who are you?
I
How you doing there? Am I speaking? Who is it?
You're only speaking me. It's because I have a ring.
Cool. All right. Bye.
Yeah.
What?
Okay, did someone come through here recently?
Oh, yeah.
Which hallway did they go down?
I don't remember.
Can you go down the hallway and see if you find somebody? And when you come back, I'll give you a piece of cheese.
Sure, I get down all hallways.
Okay, go down the one in front of us.
Why?
You go down, you come back, I give you cheese. Tell me what's down there, though.
He comes back a few minutes later.
Okay, I did it. Yeah. Where's
What
the
was
cheese?
down there?
What?
What was down there?
That hallway.
Anything at the end of the hallway?
Oh, yeah. It depends on which way you go. You just told me to go down that way.
Wait, there's more ways once you go down that hallway.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, dear.
Don't get cheese?
Here's cheese.
Runs away.
Okay, so up that hallway are more hallways. So we're just gonna.
Your
Mice don't keep track of what direction they go. They just care about food.
Your mice were
That was just
a
one.
good thought.
Good plan. Mice aren't very smart.
Okay.
I mean, I could try another mouse and send down another hallway, see what's down that hallway and that hallway. But it could just be more pathways.
I forget how long speak with animals lasts, but you could probably speak to more animals if you. I forget. last like what, a minute, 2 minutes? Longer? I don't remember.
Guys, I suggest that we don't go down any of these hallways. And instead we get the professor, perhaps, if he hasn't left already, since it hasn't been long. And maybe he can help us with this magic,
Yes.
at least, of
The
identifying
last 10 minutes.
what's going on.
So you can speak to more Andrew. if you want.
Or Pink, or somebody who's adept in magic.
I do think it's a good idea to get some more.
Thea speaks up. I don't think that's a good idea at this point in time. As far as we know, they don't know we're coming. But if we give them a chance and they see the bodies up there and everything, they may have a way of either retaliating or getting away. We need to see this through now. There's no reason we shouldn't continue on just because we don't know if something's magical or not. We really should see this through and get them.
Should I try talking to another mouse?
I don't think that would be necessary.
I thought it was a good idea.
The mice are nice.
Okay, so I assume you have our torches lit.
You see another mouse pass by, by the way. Just throwing that out there.
Hey, mouse.
Yeah? What do you want?
Hi.
Yeah, what?
Have you seen anyone else come down here today?
Yeah,
Which hallway did they go down?
I don't remember.
Oh,
There's lots of hallways.
I think it was a lady or.
I ran away when I heard someone coming. I usually run away, but you guys have been here for a while, and I really gotta go to get some food.
how do you get out of here?
Well, I've never tried to get out.
Oh, where's the food then?
Oh, there's different places that they leave food. There's.
Which
You're not
direction?
gonna take my food, are you?
No, I'll give you a piece of cheese though.
You have cheese?
I have cheese.
Ooh. Okay, what do you want else?
Okay, where is the other food and what kind of food is it?
Let's do one of the holes in the wall.
What kind of food is it?
It's all kind. They do all kinds of different kinds of food. We just get scraps of whatever they leave behind.
Okay. There you go.
Ah, thank you. Enjoy.
What have you learned?
That there are holes in the wall, and through those holes, there's lots of food. Scraps for mice, but and it sounds like the amount of food you find in a kitchen or
Respect.
food supply room.
Yes.
So there must be one of those down here too.
Okay. So,
Hallway to the right. Hallway to the left. Hallway in the front of you.
I always say go right down the middle.
We're gonna have a split decision when we come to
we're
that.
going,
I just said, let's just stay together. That's a team. We
I
should not-
believe we're going to go down the middle hallway.
All right, so you begin to walk down the middle, and it is dark. Your torches are lighting the way, thankfully, but it is pretty dark. You come now to a Y. There is a hallway to the left. There is a hallway to the right, but they both seem like hallways that just keep going. This is pretty deep, and the hallways are decently long. They're it's not like it's short little thing. It's got some distance to it as you go.
We gotta keep this in mind. If we go down the middle and then we pick one, we gotta keep going down the same.
Yes. I guess we'll head
Stay to the right.
to the right.
Okay, so yeah.
Okay, do perception check to see if I see anything.
Sure, make a perception check. Before you make this decision to go to the right, correct?
It's a 10.
Yeah, they seem like dark hallways. You don't really notice much in either way. It just seems like either way, it seems like more of the same so far.
If we die in this hallway, I'm claiming you.
So you guys go to the right?
Yes.
Sure.
All right, so you begin walking to the right, and as you keep walking, all of a sudden, you come up to another Y. Sorry, you guys pick the direction. I can't help it. There's a way to go right, and there's a way to go left.
You think we should stay consistent and just keep doing, because we'll get confused on going back. We gotta remember, right, or write it down.
Center lost. Then we went to the center and then we made it right. So now we're another Y. So right.
You going right?
Yeah.
All right. This
I
time.
voted for the left.
This time. Tell me the order in which you're going in.
I think this is.
This is the order. All right. So Martok, since you're going first, and I'll give it to Blaze as well, and Petra, you're next. All the three of you make perception checks as you walk.
Let them roll good so I don't die.
9.
Not great rolls today.
21.
21.
Yay.
13.
13. All right.
I want to
So.
make sure we don't die.
As you guys are walking, all of a sudden, Petra, even though you're a little bit behind, you're able to kind of see, wait a second. The path just seems to end all of a sudden, right? But you two don't seem to notice it, even though you have your torches. I need you, since you're first, to make a dexterity saving throw. If you succeed, I'll tell you the numbers in advance. If you succeed, you need to roll a 13 or higher. If you fail, you're gonna. Ooh! She made the DC 14. So you, whoa, and you're like trying to wave your arms to get your balance, and just in the last moment, Blaze just kind of grabs you a little bit, and you guys now look and you start paying attention, and you just see this goes on forever. It's as deep as you can see. You can't see the end of this. It is just a drop off cliff. Dead end.
What's going on up there? Why did we stop?
Martok, your heart is racing right now, and you do realize that if you had stepped this, you might not have made it.
Is it Blaze grab everyone?
Yeah, it just has a little flare. Just a little flare.
I don't know if I needed it though. He did.
If I was gonna fall, I was gonna use slow fall.
That would have been a good idea. Yep. But actually, if anyone was going to do it, then because you have, I thought that you didn't get slow fall till later. But yeah, the fact that you have it now, that's actually really helpful. It slows his fall and impact if he falls. Yeah. Which would have been very helpful if you had fallen.
I have a lot of torches. I have 8 torches, so I'm gonna throw my currently lit torch down the hole.
Okay, you throw your torch down the hole. It goes down 80 feet and lands.
80 feet.
That could have splattered you, even with slow fall, maybe.
Okay. Okay. Is it even if it's 80 feet? Do I see anything?
It seems like,
Is it large?
no, it's like a small little cave that doesn't seem to have an entrance. It's just like a hole, like a pit, even.
Okay. So yeah, guys, there's.
You know what? I make a perception check.
Can I do two since I'm
Sure,
up there?
sure.
Wow. I'm so bad tonight. 9.
Yeah, you don't. It's hard to see, even with the light that's down there.
Guys, there's like a small hole. It looks like it goes for a long distance.
Can you jump over it, or do you see the path go
I don't think there's
extend past the hole?
dead end.
And
What do you guys think?
Well, it sounds like we have to turn around.
Try another hole.
I mean, I could go down the hole.
you could. Are you sure you'd be able to get back up?
I have a rope, right?
Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
think
it's
that's 80
probably
foot
not.
rope, is
How
it?
much, how much rope I have?
I think it's 50 feet of rope.
Even how many ropes do I have?
I think you have one.
I do. Does anybody else have ropes?
Yeah.
I do have rope.
What was your perception check?
It is 19.
Yeah, so with your 19, you see some like refuse, some trash type stuff. You get the idea. That's probably where they throw trash.
Okay.
I think we
You
should try
wanna
another
go down
hole.
there?
So do you think you want to go down there?
Let's go for another
What do you
hallway.
tell us? It looks like there's a lot of trash down there.
All right, let's turn around and then we'll go out this hallway and go to the left hallway instead.
So the left hallway would take you back the way you came. You mean now go
We go-
right.
we have
You
to
go-
We're at a Y.
we have to go
right,
right,
and you
right.
made right. So you want to go the other. Okay, all right.
Yeah,
So
that's
you
why I
go,
wanted to do the same thing.
Alright.
Yeah, sorry.
so you go down.
But now I think it's opposite.
Real quick, you haven't needed to do this up to this point, but now you do. So everyone roll a stealth check. Also,
That's horrible.
Oh, man.
Petra, I believe you're at disadvantage, correct, because of your chainmail.
2.
I'm at 9.
Let me look at Petra real quick.
Yeah, I should have a +4 in stealth as a big guy, which is interesting. I got a 19.
19. What was yours, Kelsey?
9.
9.
11.
11.
2.
What was yours again?
19.
Should we roll her?
Can you roll hers real quick? Is that
Stealth?
yeah, stealth?
Shit. 8. 9.
Got one.
Wow, the biggest guy is quiet as good.
Yeah.
Weird.
You guys come to a big opening, and it's dark again. The only thing that you have is the light from your torches, but you see something pretty big in front of you, pretty massive. All of a sudden, you hear, and you see glowing eyes from the torchlight, illuminated as he looks over whatever this thing is, looks over toward you, and it goes and begins coming toward you. What do you guys do?
Can I speak to it?
You can try.
Can I roll insight?
That'd be interesting.
I want to find out if it's actually some kind of creature that is actually harmful, or is it just?
I won't have you do insight, but I'll do you perception. What are you trying to say as he's starting to come?
We mean you no harm.
Ah!
Can you talk?
Come on.
He's coming.
What's your perception?
Oh, it was 6.
Oh no.
I can
Can
command.
I do perception too?
It wouldn't apply to you.
Okay.
Oh, I had a command, but then I unlearned.
Oh yeah. Okay. So what are you guys doing? Are you moving toward him? Are you backing back through the tunnel? What are you guys doing here?
I am going.
Can we see him or no?
Not yet.
I mean,
Do we know how far away approximately?
60 feet.
Can I just shoot a firebolt?
Sure. And then everyone roll initiative. Alright.
Main screen, but not armor class.
oh, that's one.
This did not go well for me.
What was yours?
Oh, 4.
4?
Mine's a 10.
Okay, let me.
14.
Hold up. Petra's 10.
Oh, there.
Martok is 14.
I'm sorry, 18 who's plus 4.
Mika's 10, and I'm 10.
21.
10. Whoa, Blaze! 21?
Yeah, 21.
At
Nice.
least I won't die tonight.
Alright. Alright. So, we're now in combat. Roll your thing to hit.
Firebolt, yeah.
What is initiative?
12.
12 hits.
Okay.
Ooh, I'm gonna need to do something here.
Yeah, how far are we from?
Do you have a minifig or?
Yeah. And actually, now that you throw this fireball, it lights it up enough. This is something you've seen before. The 3 of you, not you 2.
Oh.
It's an ogre.
Oh,
Let's see. We said 60 feet, right?
What is
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. We're gonna say 40 feet for now.
40 feet away.
It's 40 feet away.
are we all still alive?
Yeah.
Yeah. In fact, what I'm gonna do, since you guys have come here, I'm gonna draw a map.
She's got it over in her basement.
Okay. Like 5.
Yep. Just for the sake of finishing this, can you just move that mic just a little bit? Thank you.
Oh, is it at that end?
It is.
Okay. All right. Well, I hit the firebolt and the roll damage.
Roll
Wait,
damage.
how far are you from them? 1.
Seriously.
Wait, what?
I hit the firebolt 1d10.
Okay, yeah. You rolled a 1?
Yeah.
Right.
Now that's something I just did. I still should. Okay.
Now we're in initiative. That was your. You
Yeah.
got a surprise attack.
Which was a 1.
Yep, which was 1.
Yep. Unfortunate.
All right.
Did I get?
Nope.
Oh, that's I got the 21 now.
Oh, that's your initiative. So you're gonna start off initiative, by the way.
Okay.
We just have to slowly walk.
Yeah.
All right. So Martok.
Yeah.
Nope. Blaze. What are you doing, Blaze?
Well,
Let's see.
Did Martok move out of his way?
No. As soon as I was in the hall, I think I just shot the firebolt.
So you just shot from there. So I'm what? How far from?
Hold on. I want to figure one thing out before we actually get started here.
So I'm about 40 feet from him now.
Mm-hmm.
40.
Okay.
That's the farthest I
I'm
can
gonna be
move.
pretty far down the line.
I can go up to 30 feet in one. Is that what it is?
Yep.
I will go about. Let's see. My hand axe. Actually. My hand axe has a reach of 20. Right. So.
Kelsey. I think you're good.
I didn't touch it. I promise.
It did.
Yeah, it did.
I didn't
Something
touch
happened.
it.
That's all right. Doesn't matter. All right.
Where are you going? About?
Let's see. I don't want to get too close, but let's see.
That 30.
That's 30.
That'd be 30. Okay, that's the farthest I can go, and then I'd be 5, 10, 15 feet from him then.
Wait. This gets you 30.
Okay.
Yeah, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Okay. Well, first, I should go into rage. Is that good enough to start off, or
Sure. If you want.
might as well use it? And then, since I'm 30, how far? I'm 10 feet away.
Yep.
Okay. Well, my great sword would reach. So I guess
15 really, probably.
Okay, so I can use my hand axe because that's 20. That's a 20 range.
I guess 10. Sorry. Sorry. Yeah. Go ahead.
I need my. Okay, so first I have to do. Let's see. There we go. Okay, my hit would be 19 plus 6, so 25 would be my
25 hits.
yeah.
Roll damage.
Let's see. Wait. There we go. Come on, why is it not working? Oh, it doesn't want to work. Okay, there we go. 2.
2 damage.
Oh no! It goes
That's
2
not
plus
right.
4. It goes 2 plus 4.
Yeah,
I forgot it adds 4 afterwards. So it goes to 6.
6.
Sorry.
All right.
6. Sorry.
All right. Martok, you're up.
Whoa.
He's right there. All right. What are you doing, Martok?
I'm gonna go with the unarmed strike. I guess. No, quarterstaff.
Quarterstaff, go.
And 23
23 hits.
with 2 hands. 10.
10. 10 damage.
I'm gonna go with bonus action, flurry of blows.
Okay. So first of all, you take the staff, you swing it up, hits his jaw, and then you just come in right above his belly.
Yeah, I got 15.
15 hits.
6.
Okay.
And then roll again for hit. 18. I'll hit
18 hits.
8.
Nice.
So I'm just gonna combo that as whacked in and then put like an uppercut.
Now you guys remember fighting this guy? You remember that like
Yeah.
you bested him pretty good. Just within 2 people going, he's way worse than the other guy ever was.
Mhm.
So yeah, you're getting him real good right now. All right, so
very smart. I don't think they.
So, Alethra is up. Where is she? She's right here. She's going to move up. 10, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Look what can she do?
Then focus.
Alright,
Yes.
I actually got some decent hit like combo there, so.
Yeah, you did great. Alright, she's going to cast Bless. All right, so she's gonna choose 3 creatures within range, and whenever a target, one of you that I'm gonna do this to, makes an attack or a saving throw before the spell ends, the target can roll a d4 and add that number rolled to the attack roll or saving throw. So she's gonna give it to Blaze and Martok. And Petra, since all of you are within 30 feet of her.
Can we move closer to him, or we have to stay where we are?
Just whenever
No, you
use
can.
it.
Yeah, whenever you want to use it. Right now, as long as she's concentrating on the spell, which I will put something on her to let me know that she's concentrating on Bless. It's just a way of helping you guys be able to hit, and she's not able to do much range stuff right now, so that's what she can do. All right, so. That's her go. All right. Thea's up. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. She's in a similar situation where she can't move too far up. She's going to have a hard time. What can she do here? She's going to cast Firebolt. Spell that you're very familiar with, Martok. And she actually hit somehow.
That's actually gonna probably hit more than I did.
Probably. 5 points of damage. All right. So that's Thea's turn. Now it's the ogre's turn.
He gets smashed.
All right. He is going to swing his great club down on the person right in front of him. Actually, you know what he's going to do? You know what? He's going to move 5, 10, 15, 20.
Oh, he wants to hit both of us.
He's gonna throw. Let me see here. You know what? I'm gonna roll for it. All right, going after Blaze. All right, Blaze. This ogre's attacking you with his great club. Ooh, that's really good. So that's 23 to hit. That hits you, right?
Armor class?
Oh, what was my armor class?
AC?
Oh, 15.
Yep, that hits you. $10 points of damage to you. Could have been way worse.
He's fine.
Yeah, I was gonna say I could use my stone, but for 10 I won't. I'll use it for something bigger.
All right. All right. Petra, we're gonna have you go next.
Okay. I will do guiding bolt.
Go for it. You're staying right where you're at.
Within distance? 120 feet. It says.
Yeah.
You need to get closer.
No,
No, 120.
Oh, 100.
He's,
I will stay where I'm
too short.
at. Okay.
Can I look at guiding bolt again? We need a. Okay, so make your ranged spell attack.
And what do I press? Just spell slot?
No, well,
Yeah,
you're
but-
gonna have to do that, but you have to roll the hit.
So this is the hit, and then that's the
Yep,
damage.
yep.
Okay, so per hit. 11.
11
Just under.
11 just hits.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah. Just hits. That's his
And
AC.
then- and
So roll
then
damage.
Guiding Bolt.
Yep.
12.
12 points of damage. Dude, he's not looking great. All right. It's Rachel's turn. She's not around right now.
You want to say,
We'll go-
maybe she's watching the back?
No, that's me.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. I guess we'll wait for her. Well, she'll do a hold action, I guess, and she can do her action and bonus and all that when she's up here.
If he's alive.
Yeah. Rosemary, you're up.
I'm gonna shoot my crossbow.
Shoot that crossbow.
Quick
Right
question.
Yeah.
Where she's at, is that a possibility?
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55. So
Yeah,
what's your crossbow say?
80.
80 slash.
80 range.
Is it a crossbow?
Yeah, let me see that real quick.
What dice
Yeah,
is
so
that?
it's 80 slash 320. So you can hit from 320 yards, but it'd be at disadvantage. If it's within 80 feet, you hit without disadvantage. So, yep.
So I'm within 80 feet.
Yep. So you're good.
Roll the hit.
So roll the hit.
Okay. 4.
4 misses. That, just hits one of the stones in the back of the cave there as it just whizzes by. It wasn't even, unfortunately, even close. It just was one of those that just sailed on you.
Bad shot.
Anything else you're doing? Movement? Bonus?
No.
All right. The guards. Sorry?
I see he's looking queasy, so I feel the need to
All
put
right.
myself out there.
All right. It's your turn for initiative if you want to do it. Fighting a familiar foe, an ogre.
He's looking a little tipsy.
He's seen better days.
14.
14 hits. Roll damage. I'm going to say, you can do sneak attack because he's engaged with an enemy
What's the damage?
for your hit.
Yeah,
You're shooting, right?
yeah. But I roll initiative. How do I?
I already had initiative for you.
You just told me roll initiative.
Oh, no, you already rolled initiative. They roll initiative for you. Sorry. That's why that's going to roll to hit.
Okay.
So I'm assuming you're firing.
Yeah.
What are you doing? I mean, you
I'm
don't have to
shooting
shoot.
with my arrow.
Okay. Sorry.
All right, so let's just roll again.
Just roll to hit if you haven't rolled to hit yet.
Okay. Doesn't matter. 9.
9, unfortunately, sails on you and you miss. Anything you're doing with bonus action or movement?
There's nowhere to really hide, right?
Not really.
Yeah, I'll just stay there.
Okay. All right, the guard's turn. Let's see here.
Everybody might only get one turn, even a lot of people here. Might be bad, but
20. So let's say they need to do. They do not
What's their
have.
movement?
Yeah, like 30 feet. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
You're pretty far back.
They're far back and they have nothing.
They don't have a bow or anything.
They have a spear,
Oh.
but that's going to be at disadvantage for both of them. So, all right, disadvantage for the one. Well, that's not bad for disadvantage. So that hits. So I'll do damage. Four points of damage. And then other guard's gonna do the same thing with the spear. Oh, that hits too. No. Still up. Okay. All right. Guard's turn is up. Back to Blaze. He is right there in front of you. He is.
Hold on.
Oh,
This character?
that's her. She stayed there.
Okay, my bad.
He is
I didn't know you said
bleeding profusely. He does not look like he's in good shape. He looks like he's on the edge of death.
Now, did you say I could use a different, because she has that spell on there in terms of a
It gives
different
you-
dice?
You can add the 4.
You just get an extra D4 to your roll.
Oh, to like.
So
not-
the
not
nice thing
hit.
is right now, if you go reckless, which I encourage you to go to reckless, you get advantage on the attack,
Okay.
and then you also have a D4 to add if you miss.
Okay. Okay, I can do it. Cause I mean, I'm still raging, right? Cause I hit him last time, right?
Mhm.
So, okay. Yeah. Let's see. Well, I'll hit him with a great sword.
Okay.
16.
You roll that.
16.
You get advantage.
Okay.
Or you said reckless, right?
Yeah.
So you roll twice and take the higher.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's probably gonna be the higher.
16.
Yeah.
16 hits.
Okay. Now, do I just do normal for damage?
Normal for damage. Yep.
Okay. 9.
9. How do you want to do this?
Great sword. I take my great sword and chop his head off, I guess.
So he's he's like profusely bleeding and just like you just take your greatsword, swing at an upward angle, and don't quite cut his head completely off, but it's enough that his head is just like hanging off the back of his on the back, and he just falls down dead.
Epic. That's
Epic. Right. He is dead.
not very bright.
Wow. Guys, are you okay?
Yeah, that was pretty
Everybody
swift.
okay? Blaze, I saw you got hit. Are you well enough?
I'm good, just a few scratches.
I guess this means we still need to find the right path.
I want to look around and see if there's anything in here that would be.
Sure, make a perception check.
And I also want to look on the body.
Oh, I was gonna say the looted body because I was gonna see if I could take that.
We're gonna stand guard. The guards say
25.
25. You find feces, rotten food. You find some food that would not be worth eating, but maybe not rotten. That's it. That's all you got. That's all that is right there.
And nothing on the dead body either.
The one thing you would know with that is that he probably was too big to fit through. So he was really
Yeah.
stuck in here. He had nowhere to really go.
He couldn't fit through here.
No, he would have gotten stuck.
What I think, guys, is
Probably should have made it a little thinner, but that was a
what I know now is there could be plenty of monsters in this cave, in this tunnel, and it seems like they put them down here for like a self-defense or something.
Mhm.
So who knows what's going to be lurking further. I suppose we should just turn around and go another way.
Sounds good to me.
All
So
right.
he's suggesting going back
I
to the
just don't want to
beginning?
be in the front of the line.
Okay, so at that Y, we took the right at that Y, and that led us to a dead end. Then we went back and we took the left,
So we
and
have
then
to
that
go
led
back
us
to
to
the
the
original
dead
room.
end. So we need to go back to the first Y,
So I never left.
which we made a right on. So
No, we went straight.
no, we went through 2 Ys already.
Oh, yeah, there's 2 eyes.
We're gonna go back to the first Y, and instead of the right that we had made, we're gonna make a left on the first Y.
okay. Before you do that,
I do not like my position here.
Rosemary, make a perception check. You hear enough to look back and notice this guard gets slashed down by something, by someone. And this guy turns around to, hey, help, help. And all of a sudden you notice two figures.
Oh, no. Don't move the dead body.
Oh, good. I'm all the way back in now.
I presume
And
he's
you
dead.
see it's Olma and Galar.
Okay, we're gonna move the dead body.
Galar is the one who just sliced that one right there. And she says, hello. Guess we have some company. Dropping in uninvited, are we?
I killed your pet.
And you will suffer for it.
And then
Hold up.
I was about to say, I don't know if you.
This is the time for this. Oh, yeah.
I do
She's
not
going to
like
cast a
this.
spell before you guys get into initiative. And by the way, we're keeping the same initiative. Because whether you knew it or not, they heard the commotion and they've run ever since to come after you guys once they heard the fighting. So technically, we're still in the exact same initiative order, but it is their turn. So I'm going to do that real quick.
Oh, yay.
Oh, no.
well,
I,
I just want to hit
Did it
this
wrong.
guy, so that'd be my front three.
that's not good too, because I lost 10, so I've already lost 10
Yes.
points in my hit points.
How many more hit points?
Well, I mean, I started with 52, but now I'm going into a
40.
big
Here's
battle.
the deal. We're
That's
all
why
back
I didn't-
here.
Yeah,
That's
So-
why I didn't use up spells when we were fighting him.
yeah, smart.
Yeah. 3 slots left. Okay.
I want to read through this spell that she's casting before,
Before you try to kill all of us?
yeah, this is going to hurt.
Hey!
All right, 60 feet. So from her,
Can I cast my protection?
10,
Protection from evil good?
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. All these people.
Oh, I'm the only one. Wow.
Wait, can I do
Need to
protection from evil and good?
I don't know if that's going to help you.
They're not fiends, they're just normal
Yeah,
people,
they're normal
right?
people. Yeah, so it's fine.
Yeah.
What kind of it gives disadvantage on attack rolls. This honestly does not help you right now either
Okay.
way. Is it a reaction or is it an action?
It is one action.
So you couldn't play it right now anyway.
Okay.
All right, so all these people up to there need to make dexterity checks. You need to get a 16 or higher in your dexterity check, all right? And this will determine if you pass or fail.
19!
Awesome. I got to figure out who's rolling here. All right, so we need a guard roll. So
9.
Can
every
you roll for
everyone
her?
just remember your number real quick because I'm not going to remember it. Lee fails for sure.
Oh, here she is.
Yeah, he fails. Okay, so
What'd you get?
Doesn't affect me.
It doesn't affect you. It doesn't affect you too.
Oh, I didn't know you were back there.
Fails.
Okay.
21.
Don't tell me yet. Just remember your number real quick. And this is Thea. She passes. Okay, so Thea passes. All right. So everyone remember your number, and now I'm going to figure out how much damage this is. And it is some damage.
How we get
What's happening?
against her? This is
Okay.
crazy.
Did
So
you?
we
Yeah,
killed him.
they came up behind.
They came up
And
behind
then
us
I one hit that guard.
and killed that
So you
guy.
need to make dexterity saving throw right now.
She already answered you.
All right. Great. All right, so 4. Actually, not great. It was not great, but it's 10 points of damage. If you got a 16 or higher, it's 5 points of fire damage. So that's actually not too bad at all.
She get 10. That's what you down to.
23.
Good one, Marcia.
Yeah.
It's a good thing we're back by the ogre, the dead body.
Yeah. You guys are in a good spot. All right. At this point in time, it is now the ogre's turn, who's dead. Mika, your turn. You're not hidden at this point, and they're not engaged with anyone at this point, so you don't have sneak attack.
So I'm supposed to attack him?
Yeah, it's your turn. You're up in the initiative, so if you want to attack them.
I guess if that's what we're doing.
It's up to you. They're attacking. They've just killed someone. They killed a guard.
So when they attack, is it a group thing? It's not just Olma? Like they don't both get to attack? Or
So the way I did it is they got a surprise round on you as you guys weren't doing anything with your turns technically because you didn't know that they were there.
okay.
So that's the way they kind of got a surprise round. And then I started it. Pretty much Glar got a surprise round and then Olma started the initiative back up again.
Okay.
Can I dash behind them and shoot them?
Behind them?
I have it.
Not without an attack of opportunity on you.
Well, I figure if I'm right behind them, they can get it.
Yeah, that did not work for Olma. I'm really surprised.
All right,
that was really gonna get
I
you
guess
in.
I'll shoot. Try to shoot somebody.
Okay, Glar or Olma?
I guess Olma.
Olma? Okay, good. Take your shot.
Natural 20, so 26.
So roll your damage and double your dice roll.
Okay. Roll my damage. So
So what was the roll?
I was 7, so 14.
14, and then what's the extra to your damage? Let me look.
It's one. So I rolled a 2 and a 1, and then it rolled up as 7.
All right, yeah. So 2 and 1 is 3.
So it's
6 plus 4 is 10. So 10 points of damage. All right.
Does that go to both of them or just one of them?
Just Olma. Anything else you're doing? Bonus action?
I'm gonna hide behind the ogre.
All right, so you're going to try to go back. I don't think you can reach him. You can go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. What's your movement? 35,
35, I think.
40. All right, I'll let you do that. All right, roll a stealth check.
I also have dash. So 30.
That's what you're doing, right? Roll stealth.
Yeah. 17.
17. You seem hidden. All right, Mika is up. There's done. Petra, you're up.
Okay. Sacred Flame.
Sacred Flame, go for it. That's a dex for me, right?
Dex 14.
Who is that? Is this one target?
I'm
Yeah, I think so.
a creature that you can see within range.
Right. Okay, so who are you doing this against, Olma or Glar?
Olma.
Okay. What is it? What kind of save is it?
Save.
Yep.
Dex 14.
Dex 14. All right, so she fails, so she gets the damage.
One.
So 1 total?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Anything else you're doing with your turn, Petra? Movement, bonus?
Oh, I'll do a bonus.
Sure, what's
I've
your
never
bonus?
done that before. So what do? Go do another spell?
If you,
or an action.
It
no,
will
you,
say bonus actions. If
Right.
you click action.
Oh, okay. Bonus actions. Oh, spiritual weapon.
yep, you can cast spiritual weapon, yep. Okay, so where do you put the spiritual weapon?
Where?
Yes.
Do I count it as a spell?
It is a spell, and you will have to do a spell slot. But where do
Okay.
you put your spiritual weapon?
Where do I put it?
Here, on the map.
Oh,
Where do you put it?
over by Olma.
Over by Olma. Okay, so an eagle is right above Olma, and then roll your attack for spiritual weapon.
Or
Attack.
hit or attack? Okay, I already did 10.
That's your hit.
Oh, that's not my hit. Let me do hit first.
See if you hit.
16.
16 hits. Now do damage.
11.
11. Oof.
She needed to hit when she first began.
You guys are going after her, man. All right. Petra, any movement, Petra?
No. I'm going back a little bit.
Okay.
30.
Sure.
Sure, just leave me up here all by myself.
Oh yeah, you're so okay.
Speaking of, Petra, you were up. Oh,
Nothing.
Rosemary, sorry. You said Petra.
I'm
just up there with
going
a
to use my crossbow.
Go for it.
Mm,
Against who? Glar or Olma?
I'm gonna go for Alma.
Okay.
That's a
Really
12.
want-
12 just hits.
Yes. Hmm.
Oh, I forgot. Man. It's all right. She's going to do it against you. Go ahead.
No! That's a 3.
3 damage.
3 damage.
Okay. All right. She's gonna use Hellish Rebuke on you.
Oh!
That sounds wonderful.
Let me just make. I know, right? Within 60 feet. So that does include you. Okay. So she gets to roll 2d10. So you get 9 points of fire damage as a reaction from that. Oh, and you get to make a dexterity save. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so you can try to half this.
Yay.
You guys are hitting her so much. I'm like, man, what can she do? Oh yeah, she can do that. I forgot.
16.
16 just saves. Just saves. So you take 4 points of fire damage. That was not as effective as she was hoping.
Mm. Okay, 4, you said, of
Mhm.
damage? Okay. Okay. Do I get a bonus action?
Do you get a bonus action? Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm
And you
gonna
get
do Bardic Inspiration.
Who to?
Let's go for Glark.
For who?
No,
No,
you're gonna do them.
no, I'm not doing.
Were you doing this one?
Above.
Yes.
You're giving inspiration to someone, right?
Yes.
Don't
Who
give
you
it to
give?
them.
Don't give it to Clark.
Sorry. Got confused.
I mean, cutting words is what you want if you want to do it against an
Yeah.
enemy.
Yes. But that's not a bonus action, so I can't do
It's a reaction, I believe.
that. Yes.
Mhm.
Oh wait, can I do that? Could I do that against Alma?
No, because that's a reaction.
Okay.
She's doing a reaction, so I don't think you can do a reaction against her reaction.
Okay.
You never
Arc
check.
Inspiration, I guess, since 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 45, 45, 60, 55. Okay, so basically, I can send it to any of you. I guess I'll give it to the soldier because, you know, he's the only one who's standing by my side. Everybody else has a band. Soldier, may your sword be swift and try, except it's not a sword, he only has a spear. May your spear hit true and kill. That's all I got.
Good job.
I'm a horrible part.
Yeah, we're having technical difficulties here.
I'm supposed to go to sleep.
That.
We're getting a new, I'm getting a new computer next week, or 2 weeks from now, so.
There you go. Oh,
My brother-in-law actually has a new computer.
That's crazy. So far back,
Oh, come on.
even if I went the max 30, 15,
Still nothing, huh?
20,
Still,
30.
It's not working?
5, 10,
Should work, right?
20, 50. It'd still be 40 away. And look, the only thing I can't even get up with the javelin for the 30, so short bow is the
Still not
only thing I
working,
can
no.
do. All right.
I guess for your one turn, you have to get up closer, and then your next turn.
Sorry, guys.
But I don't want to be too close, you know. When
Yeah.
she does something.
Struggling.
Is this still recorded?
It is, but it's gonna die on me before we're done. That's why I gotta get it somehow.
Here.
I was playing with it so much before you guys came, trying to get it to work one last time. Struggling. I feel like every time I'm trying to fix it, I'm actually doing more damage to it, which is why I'm like, I just need to get a new one, but. Yeah. Sorry, guys.
No, you're good.
No. If it dies on me, it dies. It's just... Having technical difficulties, huh?
Is it still alive?
Who's alive, hon?
I'm just asking if it's still alive.
The computer? Yeah, it is. Dish break. Alright, let's try this. I was fighting so much. Ugh. Not even getting like a, no, it beeps every now and then. Really beeping. All right, well, maybe we'll just go until this closes out, and maybe we'll update everyone what happens with the battle in the future. So sorry, we're not going to be able to probably be on much longer. This is not working. So next 2 weeks, in 2 weeks, I'm supposed to get a new computer. So this should not happen again. I hope you guys like the new camera look. Hopefully it's a little bit better than the other one was. We'll keep you on as long as my computer lives, and then if it dies, and we'll go from there. So sorry about that. All right. Gosh, where are we? All right, Rosemary, did you move? Did you want to do movement?
Yeah.
She cast Bardic Inspiration on the guard.
On the guard. Cool. All right. And are you moving?
I'll move. 15. Well, I think that's the most I can move back anyway.
Okay. The guard's turn. Oh boy. He just swings his weapon and just totally misses. Doesn't do a thing.
I gave him Bardic Inspiration.
He will. I'll use it, but so 9 still. Well, hold up. Let me look. 9
He's feeling inspired.
This is gonna make her mad, even more mad.
technically does hit. Wow. All right, that Bardic Inspiration, man. She rolled a 6 on the Bardic Inspiration, so that's actually really good. Ooh, and he hits